All right, Reaper Nation, Baby Reaper coming at you from inside the truck. We are just leaving the homestead at Reaper Ranch. We are headed to Maine.
Ooh, so we're heading from Kittery, Maine up to Eagle Mountain Guide Service, which is up by Wesley, Maine. Great place to go. Going bear hunting. And that's about it, folks. Maine Military Supply today, folks. We're up here in Brewer, Maine, which is right next to Bangor. And don't say Bangor, because they get mad. You gotta say Bangor. And you have to say wicked up here a lot. That'd be wicked. That's wicked.
Maine Military Supply Base.
So we're pulling into Maine Military Supply. It's an Army-Navy surplus store plus. They have an indoor range they just got. They developed this. So it's going to be my first time seeing that indoor range. But more importantly, I got a good friend, Brian, who works here. And they're carrying the Reaper Outdoors ammunition. So you got to make sure you go to Maine Military Supply right here in Brewer, Maine. We didn't film, so we ended up getting back in the truck on the road, heading up north. We're here at Eagle Mountain Guide Service, and we're going to visit with our good friend Matt, and we're going to get ready to go out and do our thing. That's about it, people. Up here in the middle of nowhere. I love it each and every day. River 01 on the hunt. Every time I come up here, I feel like I'm coming home. I like to walk in, check this place out. There's a lot of history here. There's an airfield behind the lodge itself. You know, we do sow events here, bear hunt, big time. We got this great room that actors like John Wayne and the rest of the Rat Pack came to, and nothing better than a range behind the camp so we can check our dope on our rifles. Anytime you're traveling, you want to make sure that you sight in your rifles right when you get there, because any weapon, whether it's a bow or a rifle, can be thrown off. So I like to shoot on the bench, make sure I'm steady and sturdy and good to go, and then I'll shoot standing up, different positions. So I know my sights are on, I'm on, and we are ready to go on a Maine bear hunt. Well, here we are with a tree that's blocking our way to get to the campsite. We're gonna get this tree down. So we're gonna chop this thing down. Luckily for us, Matt told us it was there, so he gave us a chainsaw, we cut her down. One kick from Big Reaper, down, and it's out. Bam! And then you'll notice that we're moving the logs and everything out of the way, and Baby Reaper's just struggling. So we got him in the weight room after this scene, of course. Tree done, tree down, we're out. Well, we finally made it to Maine. We're in an undisclosed location between two lakes. And you couldn't ask for any better, because you can portage from one lake to the next. And the great thing about that is you have the windward side, which means a lot of wind, and the leeward side, which is the opposite of that. We're supposed to have great weather all week. So we stopped down at Eagle Mountain Guide Service, picked up our bait, and we have a tent. We're gonna stay in a tent this time, and the reason is I wanna show everybody out there that you don't have to have fancy lodges and all that stuff. You can go out, enjoy yourself, have a good quality tent. So Baby Reaper and myself will be staying in a tent. We're gonna be cooking our chow, we're gonna be fishing. We got one meal pack each, and that's it. Everything else is extra. And we're gonna be on the hunt for bear, black bear in Maine all week long. So now it's just time to get the tent set up, and we're gonna go back here, pick a location, and get it set, and we're ready to go. It's Reaper 01 on the hunt.
Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt is being brought to you by 1791 Gun Leather, amending the gun leather industry one holster at a time. 1791gunleather.com. Grunt Style, Patriot Shirts and Apparel. Seal One Cleaner, Lubricant Protectant Plus. Lehigh Defense, latest technology in bullet design. Special Operations Wounded Warriors. SOWWCharity.com. Reaper Ammunition. Control your chaos with every shot. Magnolia Hunting Supply. one-stop shop for all your tactical, hunting, and survival needs. Seal Legacy Foundation. Killcliff, clean recovery and hydration. Strikeforce Energy, energy that hydrates healthy. For more information regarding Reaper Outdoors, go to reaperoutdoors.com. The website is full of products, apparel, ammo, Reaper collectibles, Reaper hot sauce, and more. Also, don't forget to follow Reaper01 on social media. This portion of Reaper Outdoors is being brought to you by Seal One Cleaner, Lubricant Protectant Plus. 1791 Gun Leather, amending the gun leather industry one holster at a time. And Terrace Alliance, veteran, first responder, and patriot-owned businesses coming together to support each other.
Well, this is the perfect location right here. Good thing we have a lot of wind today because we can put this wood line between us and the tent setup. One of the most important things is the fact that you have flat ground. So we can set the tent up right here. Bam. We have a tree over here, so what that means, we'll have the tent set up. We can also put a tarp over us and the tent itself with that tree being another line. And that way we have rain, we have a drying area. We'll have our fire out towards the lake. Never eat where you sleep because we are in bear country. But we're gonna come out here and we'll have a great time. Let's get this tent set up because we have bear hunting to do this afternoon. Well, what I'm doing is I'm just getting everything set so I get all the tent posts set right away. And that way you're not doing this while you're trying to unfold and everything else. So the nice thing about Hilleberg tents are they're very durable. I've had this tent for about 5 years now, and I probably have used it, shoot, about 20 times at least. At 20 times, a lot of people don't use that in their lifetime, but in 4 or 5 years, at least 20 times this tent's been used. And stuff like this could eat up the bottom of a tent all day long. But I just want to kick them out of the way, make sure there's no rocks, heavy sticks or anything. What we'll do is just lay this thing out first and make sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be. All right, right now what I'm doing is setting up the tent poles. I'm putting them in before I pick it up and bend the tent and lock it all in place. I'm just getting them all across. That way your whole shelter here is still loose enough to be able to put these up. And then we'll lock them down and the tent will take form. Once you have the tent poles in, you got them all set. Then all I'm gonna do is just keep pulling. I'm gonna get it nice and tight. And there's a little cup link down here that we lock them in. And then once that's locked in, it's easy as anything to get these things set and ready to go. And that's the form of the tent. But I'm gonna do this on all 3 of them. And then we just pop it up. Make sure your strings are free and clear for your braces out. And we're done and we're ready to go. How freaking awesome is this? We got our food and beverage service right here, a little table, some chairs. We got our tent set up, sleeping quarters, storage facility right over here. We pull a tarp out, protect it if the rain gets too bad or the wind or the weather or whatever. Bam, come over here. We got the fishing poles set up against a tree because that's gonna be our victuals for the week. We're gonna catch fish to eat. We have 1 meal pack each. And then we set up a line, little paracord up here so we could have our hunting clothes separated from our just normal camp clothes. And they're airing out all day long, getting ready to go out there and kill ourselves a bear. And then just like Baby Reaper here has with his pack, we have the pack up on a tree. It's collecting all that good earth scent from Mother Nature. And we are set up just like anybody else can do. You can come up here to the great state of Maine and you can get your fire permit and you can get your camp permit. And these places allow it. As long as you keep it clean and do the things you're supposed to do, here we are. When you're out in the wilderness, and this is the only bath you got is a big lake, well, that's what you do. When you're bear hunting, we always take our scent-free soap and we shampoo all the areas you need to combat any scent at all when it comes to bear hunting. Now this is our little bass spot. It's about the only privacy we really have between these rocks. And nice little deep hole. So don't forget, good hygiene when you're out there in the field. Hygiene is really important. Well, this is the first time that I've actually worn the 1791 leather holster. It feels very, very comfortable, and the quality of work is outstanding. Double stitching the whole way through, and it's even reinforced on the front end where you need it so it holds its shape and form. You see the whole holster and everything moving? That means it's snug in there. It's not working its way out. This is a holster that I'm going to use on my hunts.
Reaper Ammunition and Lehigh Defense have teamed up to provide the latest technology in ammunition. Lead-free Lehigh projectile stability, accuracy. This ammo penetrates hide and bone, expands upon hitting wet tissue, maintains max energy in cavity, shuts down the central nervous system, maintains 60% of bullet weight for exit. Control your chaos, collect your kill. Reaper Outdoors Ammunition. This portion of Reaper Outdoors is being brought to you by Seal 1 Cleaner, Lubricant Protectant Plus, 1791 Gun Leather, amending the gun leather industry one holster at a time, and Terrace Alliance, veteran, first responder, and Patriot-owned businesses coming together to support each other.
Even looks like moldy donuts right here. This is a bear bait that has not been hitting, so we're going to try something new. See if we can get this to hit in the next couple days. What you do is you look at those donuts, moldy. It means that the bear, and they don't eat moldy donuts. So tie these off because the bear will steal it. And then cover it up, and then we'll put donuts on top. If you set a camera up for bear, you got to keep it as scent free as possible. If you got any scent from your bait or anything, they're just going to eat it up. So Baby Reaper's going to set the camera up, the trail camera, and see if we get any pictures.
We got this camera low on the tree because bears are real low to the ground. We're kind of going downhill towards this bait site. So we want to be able to capture these bears on all four, catch their size and see what we got in the area, catch a little inventory before we start hunting the spot.
Now another trick of the trade when you're baiting is get some heavy logs. This will actually determine whether you have a big bear or little bear. Generally, a little bear can probably move some of this stuff, but a little bear generally will just eat the donuts on top and not bother. But when you got this heavy stuff on there and they have to move it and do some work to get what they want, it usually means a big bear's in here messing around. Plus, when you come into a bait site, if it's moved, you know a bear's probably been here. Once your bait's set, you're going to use an attractant, but you see the spray? It comes out very strong, and that way you can get really high, and that'll get all the wind going. And when a bear gets this in their paws, it travels across on their trails, and when other bears cross their trails, they come back. So hopefully you get more and more bears. So you want to put a lot of it in here and just get them to step in it. And now what I want to do is I want to hit the branches and the leaves really high. And sometimes when you put this on a tree, they'll tear that tree up. And if they come in here and tear this tree up, how cool would that be? Now that bag you see is actually a marking for the license that you have to have in the state of Maine. This has to be tagged, all right? So it's a tagged area, so it's a legal bait site. But anyways, that's it right there. That's the tricks of the trade for baiting bear. And we're gonna go out, we're gonna hunt. We got a couple of these sites set up. So let's see how we do. It's Ron Bellin with Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt. If you wanna learn more about this and other videos, go to reaperoutdoors.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and keep up with us. And I wanna thank all the troops out there, and I'll do it every day in every video I can. Reaper 01, thank you for your service. Out.
Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt is being brought to you by 1791 Gun Leather, amending the gun leather industry one holster at a time. 1791gunleather.com. Grunt Style, Patriot Shirts and Apparel. Seal One Cleaner, Lubricant Protectant Plus. Lehigh Defense, latest technology in bullet design. Special Operations Wounded Warriors. SOWWCharity.com. Reaper Ammunition. Control your chaos with every shot. Magnolia Hunting Supply. One-stop shop for all your tactical, hunting, and survival needs. Seal Legacy Foundation. Killcliff, clean recovery and hydration. Strikeforce Energy, energy that hydrates healthy. For more information regarding Reaper Outdoors, go to reaperoutdoors.com. The website is full of products, apparel, ammo, Reaper collectibles, Reaper hot sauce, and more. Also, don't forget to follow Reaper01 on social media.
All right, right now we're walking down this road. We gotta walk about a mile. We got the bait here, got my weapon, and once we get so close, we don't talk, we don't do nothing. We walk real quiet, but we're getting this done all on our own out here at Eagle Mountain Guide Service. Well, we finally got in the stand. We had a lot of problems. One was we kind of forgot a piece that needed to go to the tree arm, so now we're freehanding the camera. And two, we had a down tree, but we figured the hunt comes first, just for you. So we're up here in Maine, undisclosed location, with Eagle Mountain Guide Service, hunting the infamous black bear. We just had a great encounter with a young bear. It's not that we're trophy hunters, and we're going after a monster giant bear, but we just want a good mature bear. And it's just good to see how the bear went in, came out, a whole 9 yards. That's what they do. So we're kind of still in the AO, area of operation. So we're gonna get out of here, get back to our site, bed down for the night, go fishing tomorrow. Well, we got some good morsels from the lake. The lake has provided for us. And wouldn't you know, we now have white perch on the menu for lunch. My gosh. You know, one thing, I've come up here to Maine every year, and we just learned how to catch these white perch. It's a trick. I use a little leech. We try to find the hole. Once I catch a fish, then I cut a piece off the fish and use that for bait. And then we eat the fish. How cool is that? All you have to do to survive Maine is be able to catch the white perch. So you catch it, cook it, eat it with a little patience, perseverance, and a little bit of luck. You just might be eating yourself a white perch up here in Maine. It's Ron Bellin with Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt. Out. I'm Ron Bellin, host of the TV show Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt. You know, we left for Maine in the middle of the night. That way we beat all the traffic. That's one of the tricks we use. So we headed up to Maine, we did our thing, we stopped in Kittery Trading Post, and there we did a survival seminar. And that survival seminar was outstanding. We had about 100 people around us, building a debris shelter, and just showing them how to do things. Anybody can do it while they're out in the woods, how to be safe and how to enjoy themselves. When we got set, we went out, we did a lot of hunting. We've seen bear, and we had a nice bear come in, but it just wasn't the bear I thought early in the week. We're gonna pass on this one, we're gonna roll out, we'll get a bigger one later. And unbeknownst to us, we never saw another bear. And you know, that's the way it is. Some people think bait hunting is easy. You just throw some bait out, bear come, you shoot them, and they're done. That's not the case. The case really is, you gotta hunt them like anything else. You gotta watch your scent. You gotta watch the wind. You gotta make sure you're camouflaged. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you have to do to make sure you're successful. So that week we figured, well, we didn't get a bear this week, but we got Sal, Special Operations Wounded Warrior, coming in for a whole week of bear hunting. So Special Operations Wounded Warrior has done a really good job and letting the guys go out and experience the outdoors, not only hunting, but just experience being together as one of the boys again. We have a tradition up here. We've been doing this for 4 years now, where we all get together in front of the fireplace, somebody puts the bear rug on, and they sit there and they tell their story. But you know, the guides tell you, and they're really good friends of ours up here, and they say, you know, it's not about killing, it's about the adventure. So I want to thank Eagle Mountain Guide Service. I want to thank the White Giver family for allowing us to come up here, supporting Sal Charity, and I want to support all those men and women out there that have served with us through the outdoors, and that's what we do. And I also want to thank all our sponsors for making this possible. We're going to pick up and we're going to go. We got a little rain coming in, so it's time to get going, head out to another adventure. Remember, go to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Become part of Reaper Nation. And if you want any products from our ammunition to our apparel, go to reaperoutdoors.com. It's Reaper01, out.
Next week on Reaper Outdoors, survive the hunt.
Well, last night we got a phone call saying that they're running dogs. Now, a good friend of ours said we have an opportunity to come down here and run dogs for a big bear. Do we want to do it? Now, I've never done it, so I said yes. So Baby Reaper and I packed our stuff, threw it together. Here we are, the sun's coming up, and we're going dog bear hunting.
Closed captioning for Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt is being brought to you by Magnolia Hunting Supply. One-stop shop for all your tactical, hunting, and survival needs. For more information regarding Reaper Outdoors, go to reaperoutdoors.com. The website is full of products, apparel, ammo, Reaper collectibles, Reaper hot sauce, and more. Also, don't forget to follow Reaper01 on social media. We'll see you next week on Reaper Outdoors, Survive the Hunt.